I'm a former Disney cast member and professional theme park designer. Today we're going to be reacting to Mr. Beast Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory video. Alright, let's go.
I recreated Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory in real life. And one of these 10 people is gonna walk away with this chocolate factory. Yeah! In we go.
Okay, so for those who don't know who Mr. Beast is, he is a YouTuber, 24 years old. He goes by Jimmy Donaldson. He has 76 million subscribers on his main channel. He gives away a lot of money, cars, houses. I would say he's the closest thing I can think to like of a modern Walt Disney. Walt Disney had a quote where he said, he doesn't make movies to make money, he makes money to make movies. And Jimmy had a really similar philosophy.
At the end of the day, I could spend less per videos if I want to. I'm just focused on making the best videos possible, period. I don't care about making money, I don't care about time, I don't care about anything. I just want to make the best videos on the planet.
Whoa! Wow! Yo! Welcome to my wonderful creation.
Oh my gosh, it is Candyland in here. Look at the river!
Yeah, wonderful recreation of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory scene. So the movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was created in 1971, and it was an adaptation of the 1964 novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Ronald Dahl.
Our first challenge, we're gonna play hide and seek. You have 1,000 seconds, go hide.
Oh, let's go!
2, 3, 4.
Oh, okay, we gotta go high. Let's go, let's go.
Something I want to point out, these type of rocks and foam work, that kind of stuff is usually really expensive in a theme park, especially because it needs to withstand a lot of sunlight, weather, that kind of stuff.
Jeez. I don't know if I can fit in here. See ya!
Let's go. If I were to hide anywhere in Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory, I'd probably hide in the Chocolate River. I don't feel like checking it, so if they did, they win.
So Mr. Beast is going for a game show like thing where he's going to have a couple of people and each round they're going to be eliminated. The first one is going to be hide and seek, and this is really great exposition because it kind of gives us an overview of what the factory looks like.
We found this really awesome hiding spot.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And it's the guy dressed up cool.
It's the cowboy, no!
Wait, this way, watch out for the giant candy cane. You've seen the movie before, right?
I have.
All right, then you know you must get in the boat.
Alright, the first guy is eliminated. He recreated that chocolate river really nice, it's really cool. I don't know if Mr. Beast actually is using chocolate water or if he's dyeing the water brown, but either way, it's a lot of work to do this type of water work, river stuff. It splashes, the water gets all over the place. It's really messy, so definitely props for him to pulling it off.
Our next challenge is on the side of the chocolate factory. I call it the candy wall of death.
Now we're on to the second challenge. It's kind of this bouldering thing. A really nice detail they did was making each of like the bouldering elements look like a piece of candy. Yeah, this is probably something you can buy prefabricated, although you know, I'm sure something like this is still pretty expensive, and I can only imagine the insurance and stuff they'd have to get to make sure, like, in case someone falls and stuff, they're covered.
These two were unable to make it to the top, so the only logical thing to do is rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Alright, so there's two people who weren't able to climb up the wall. They were eliminated, and let's go ahead and go to the next challenge.
And now we have the two greatest eaters in the world. Get out the way.
Excuse me.
Matt Stoney and Joey Chestnut. And they're gonna demonstrate the next challenge. Bring out the chocolate! Not this chocolate. This is our chocolate bars that you can order online. And we have two brand new...
So in case you haven't figured it out by now, this entire thing is an ad for Mr. Beast's new chocolate line. Yeah, really fun way of advertising, you know, something like selling, doing this type of video. Really fun, really creative.
All you guys should take notes. I think you all get the gist. Last team to eat the chocolate bar is obviously eliminated. Begin the contest.
This scene is kind of reminiscent of that blueberry eating scene where the girl like became like a big blueberry from the movie. Basically, now it's going to be an eating contest where the last person to finish eating that huge bar of chocolate gets sent home.
They are officially our first winners.
I really love all the decorations in this room, the pipes, the moving cookie. It looks great.
Chocolate's amazing, but out of portion. Oh my God.
To the chocolate river. Goodbye.
What's it like being in the chocolate river after eating a pound of chocolate?
I don't know.
Now let's get a close-up of what the factory is like. It looks like Mr. Beast rented out a warehouse and decorated it with like trees and stuff like that. You can kind of see like the overhead lighting. Looks great, very nice and simple, gets the point across.
Blindfolds off and look to the right. This is the world's largest bottle of Coke. Chandler, can you hold my cane?
Yes.
So in this next feat, Mr. Beast is gonna put a giant baking soda Mentos thing into Coke. I don't know if this is actually real, you guys, but Mr. Beast is known for doing really extravagant, going above and beyond with a lot of his feats. Mr. Beast has consulted David Blaine, the magician, on some of his staying underwater or underground for 24 hours type of thing. So he's a really smart guy, really hard worker, does a lot of research and preparation.
Oh! He hit the rim! In and out!
This is it. This is the one.
Yeah! Let's go! Let's go!
Very fantastic explosion, great sense of theatricality. I looked up the Guinness World Record of the largest Mentos Coke thing, and what Mr. Beast is doing here, is way bigger than that. This might be a Guinness World Record if, this is actually a Mentos Coke kind of stuff, but super fun.
Now we're in a room covered with marshmallows, and in front of each contestant is a little peppermint carousel. Can you all stand on it? The challenge has officially begun. Whoever falls off first loses.
So in this next scene, it's gonna be this kind of balanced endurance game where you're spinning and it's gonna go faster and faster, and we're gonna see who falls off first.
Even though he got out, I want to show you guys the faster speeds because I spent a lot of money on this. Oh, look at him over there.
So Mr. Beast said he spent a lot of money on this machine, and yeah, I totally can see all the servos and controls, not easy to do. I have done some motor spinning things before, and you gotta get a really powerful motor because when you think about it, it needs to carry 200 pounds worth of weight.
There's 4 toilets behind me, 3 are real, 1's made of cake. Whichever person picks the cake one is eliminated.
This next challenge is pretty simple but pretty fun. Basically, one of the toilets is made out of cake, even though it looks like a real toilet, and the person who chooses the cake toilet loses.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone, his toilet was the one made of cake.
Oh, man.
Man, that cake actually looks pretty good. They didn't cheap out. It's green, maybe it's pistachio, maybe that's chocolate on there. I wonder what they did with it. I do know a wedding cake usually costs from $500 to $1,000. So I don't know if they made it themselves or hired someone out to do it, but it looks great. And that cake alone, wasn't cheap. I bet it's probably at least $1,000.
We have one final challenge left that will decide which one of you walks away with this chocolate factory. We have these 3 contestants, and what better person to decide which one of you wins the chocolate factory than, come on in, Gordon Ramsay. Turn around.
Man, this is crazy. They got Gordon Ramsay. I'm an art teacher, and I kind of model my teaching style around Gordon Ramsay. Just really blunt, straight to the point. I love to watch my students succeed. So real quick, if you are interested in art classes, you can check out my Outschool link below. You get $20 off your first class when you sign up. It is made for students around 10 to 15 years old. That's around the range I teach, but let me know if you're interested in private classes or anything like that. I teach a lot of students who want to become professional theme park designers as well.
Begin. Yes. Okay. Don't forget a chocolate factory is on the line. I don't normally do these cooking shows. What do we do now?
So this is a tough one, by the way, for the finale. 45 minutes to cook. That's
not a lot of time?
That's not a lot of time.
I just made up a random number.
Right, give us an insight. What are you doing?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
I'm looking at ingredients and I'm trying to figure out what everything is.
So you've never done this recipe before?
I don't know how to cook. I'm just going with it.
This is hilarious. Gordon Ramsay is treating these people like it's the episode of MasterChef or something like that. But these guys, they don't know what they're doing. I think, Gordon Ramsay is probably the most expensive thing of this episode. I was just looking at MasterChef. He makes around $250,000 per episode, based on what I looked up. So yeah, having such a guest with high star power, that's so awesome.
Dude, Gordon just kind of took over, and it's really entertaining.
Just over 20 minutes. Halfway, guys. Halfway to an amazing chocolate factory. Hey, yes. Turn the gas on. I probably should. Oh my God.
Did you know how to make brownies before this?
I have, but not with no instructions.
So eventually the 3 gentlemen are going to be making the desserts. Most of the desserts don't look really good, and he even spits out one of the desserts so bad, but one of them actually is really beautiful. It's really good, and this person ends up winning.
Justin, describe the dish.
This is Rocky Road on a cone.
Wow.
What an honest bite.
I've got caramelized bananas sitting on top of coconut-covered, chocolate-covered marshmallows.
Have you ever heard the word stop? Visually, it looks a mess. 3 out of 10.
All right, so I've created a funfetti cake, chocolate river from the Willy Wonka factory with the boat in the middle that goes on through the waterfall.
Usually, I think this looks the best.
I like the story.
So yeah, story, 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 right? That's what we talk about in theme entertainment all the time.
7 out of 10. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
So yeah, and that person ends up winning. It looks good. One thing I want to note is some people are like, oh, this is fake, it's rigged. And you know what? It's an advertisement, you know? Like when you're watching a video game or a theme park, look, theme parks aren't real, okay? Movies or music videos, they're not real. Sorry to break it to you, it's a bit of theater. And you can even see in that clip over there that there's a bit of CGI in the background. Mr. Beast does use a little bit of CGI to accentuate his videos. So that factory over there, I really doubt that he built it out. But definitely huge production value, you know, in this thing. I also really love the brickwork, the way they printed the faux brick onto the factory. They can probably use like some type of wrap. Pretty easy to do that.
Right here is $500,000 in cash. Will you sell me your chocolate factory for $500,000? Because if not, it's probably gonna cost you over 100 grand a year to maintain.
I've never seen so much money in my life. Will you buy this off of me?
Yes.
For $500,000?
Of course, right here.
This is mine.
If you hand me this, you can put this money in your car.
I officially hand it to you.
Okay, well there you
All right. So the ending of the video was that winner was supposed to receive the deed to the factory, and instead he got like $500,000. Congratulations to that gentleman, and what a great video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this kind of theme park designer reacts. It's my first time doing something like this. Leave a comment below what you think or what I should review next. All right, thanks guys. Bye.